This is somebody else, destiny. If there is anything called destiny, that means there should be something called destination. If there is anything called destiny, that means there is something called destination. And in this content, destination will be denied when destiny is not accomplished. How much of your destination do you know? But it is the fulfilling part of your destiny that enhances you to arrive in your destination. Hear you this truth: the ways of God are not the ways of men. Tell somebody, destiny. A songwriter that sang a song and he said, destiny changer. Come and change my destiny. Not just come, but today. That means if there's something called destiny, there's something called destination. And there's something called destiny thwarters. Destiny polluters. Now, as we're worshiping God, I heard God spoke to my spirit and said, son, change that television. So, that instruction have affected whoever I had a discussion with today. Because I must obey God first. Change that television is not negotiation, it's an instruction. I might not understand why the instruction have been given, but I only need to obey the instruction. Change the television, he didn't ask me how much is it. Change it, it's an instruction. So any divine instruction does not have room for negotiation. Abraham negotiated with God concerning Lot because there was no instruction from God. It was a deal that God arrived in discussion. But if it comes in instruction, there is no negotiation. The problem the church has today is trying to negotiate in divine instruction. Negotiation in divine instruction deny you of your true greatness. Principle is important. Understanding is good. Knowledge is power. But instruction is a vital number one key. How can you become who you are destined to be if you are not an obedient fellow to divine instructions? Many a times, God's divine instruction does not appeal with our five senses, not in any way. Many have missed it in life because they cease not to understand why the instruction will come the way it came, and they disobey because they cease not to understand. God will not speak to you when it comes on divine instruction for your understanding. He will instruct you for your obedience. Hear this truth. Abraham waited for how many years? 25 years for a baby. Abraham, before then, was cajoled by his wife or was lured by his wife Sarah, not because she was a bad woman, but because she thought that since God has spoken to her husband, I'm going to give you a child, and she was already aged in age, that probably somebody else can carry the promise of God over her husband's life and bring forth the child, even though somebody brings it, it's still her own. So she tried to use human method to gain divine supply, and God said it doesn't work that way. She said her husband get to her housemate, she will give you a child, and that Abraham succumbed to, and up to date, the seeds of Abraham are suffering that idea of from woman factor that is giving woman problems up to date. Ishmael is a reason for Al-Qaeda, is a reason from Boko Haram, is a reason from all these deadly, evil, satanic killers. Please hear you this truth. Divine instruction does not have any room for negotiation. It said Abraham went forth and brought Ishmael, and Ishmael is still smelling up to date. But when the time came, I'm going to show you by the grace of God probably tomorrow, how the Bible said Sarah was old. Everything about her medically to bring forth child went off, have died, gone weak. But when they set God that has the cells, that feeds all the cells, that has the ovary and etc., he quickeneth all to actualize his word. God can quicken anything to actualize his word, because his word will never return unto him void. Somebody say destiny. Please, I beg you today, because of your destiny, don't play with your destination. Where is your destination? Heaven. But it is your destiny fulfillment in obedience to God's plan for your life that will enable you to get to your destination, which is heaven. All kinds of jingoism is going on today on the face of the earth. No plan and effort of a man, ideas of man, that can change God's ways and word. Can I tell you something? God can change his way, but never change his word. To say, God can come from this way today, and you think tomorrow he's coming from this way, he will come from that way. Why? Every way is his way. A matter of fact, he makes a way where there seems not to be a way, not there is no way. I have people said he makes a way where there is no way. Yes, they are right. But they are not revelationally right to me. To me, he makes a way where there seems to be no way. Because as long as it's God, he has ways. You don't see the ways, but he owns the ways. So he makes a way where there seems to be no way. To you, there is no way. Can I tell you something? There is no way from that block to come and sit in here. The only way is this door. But him doesn't need the door to appear here. Because right there, there is a way. But to you and I, naturally, woman speaking, there is no way. But to him that have all the ways, there's a way. So he can walk in from this point and sit down and finish what he came to do and go. Right now, there is no way on this ceiling because it's completely roofed. But him that makes a way where there seems not to be a way, where there is not now there is no way, he can come through the ceiling. That is to say, don't limit him in your low reasoning. The problem is this: the man factor is trying to supersede the God factor. And it's not possible. It's not possible. It's impossible. The man factor can never supersede God factor. God factor brought man factor to play. Can I tell you something? I'm just working on something right now that God is helping me to understand better, that the God factor, it is the energy to right successful living. Say alternative is an invention of man, not a product from God. It's a product from man by invention, but against man in life with God. Alternative is not God's gift to man. It is man discovering for himself, but it's actually an enemy to man. Because alternative will make you disobey God. Alternative can also make you miss him. Alternative can deny your greatness. Alternative can remove your crown of honor.